Hello everyone, today we're going to be doing a review on the Snack Yo-Yo. This is an undersized pocket yo-yo that is great for just taking anywhere you want to go. So let's jump right into this video. Everybody knows that snacking is a habit that we can all pick up when we have nothing else good to do. Ooh, chips. But in all seriousness, the Snack Yo-Yo is an awesome, metal, unresponsive, pocket-sized yo-yo that you can take anywhere because it fits in your pocket really well. So really this review is going to be quite short because the thing about it is it plays just like a normal sized yo-yo, like if you were to play with like the Cannon or Summer Solstice or Shutter, but it's just smaller. So landing tricks on the string is going to be a lot more difficult because if it's not very wide. So if I'm comparing this with a normal sized yo-yo, then you can see that it is definitely not as wide. The diameter is also a lot shorter. This is the Iceberg, which is like a normal size. So my recommendation for this yo-yo is get it when you have mastered a whole bunch of tricks that you want to show off, like out in public, because you can take this places, but like tricks like Eli hops, like I've mastered this trick, so it's easier for me to land on the string. But if you're learning Eli hops, then don't try to learn it with this yo-yo. It's a lot easier to learn it with a normal sized yo-yo. But then once you have that trick down, then you can play with it with this yo-yo and it'll be just fine. That goes for every trick, not just Eli hops. Like any trick, even tricks that are like as simple as like double or nothing. It's easier to land on the string when it is a normal sized yo-yo. So that's the only thing about this, and of course there's just going to have to be some sacrifices that are going to have to be made when you get a smaller yo-yo. So yeah, it does not play like a brick on the string, like a lot of people have said other pocket-sized yo-yos on the market play like that. This yo-yo is great. It's a bit thick, but it doesn't play like a brick. It actually plays pretty fast for, you know, like an undersized yo-yo, and so I really appreciate that. Now, talking about how this thing grinds and finger spins, this thing does not grind very well because of its small size, so it doesn't really want to sit on your hand. Where it does sit, it sits near the rims because your hand doesn't really want to fit in that groove very well because it's not a wide yo-yo. And then finger spin wise, it just doesn't have anywhere for you to finger spin, so your finger literally just is, or the yo-yo is just rotating like this around it, so it doesn't really work for that. But yeah, so for just a normal, comparing it, you can't compare this yo-yo to a normal yo-yo because it's not a normal yo-yo, it's smaller. But for in the pocket-sized yo-yo lineup that are out there, then I would say I'd give this yo-yo 9 out of 10 stars in the pocket yo-yos. It's the best one out of the thing. The only thing that they could have done a little different is I wish that they had had some way of incorporating a little bit of an area for you to finger spin, because that's all fun yo-yos can finger spin, but I understand that, you know, it's kind of hard to do that on smaller yo-yos. So yeah, if you're wanting to have a metal unresponsive yo-yo that you can just stick in your pocket to go while you're going out, then I would highly recommend getting the Recess Snack.